Namaste yogis, welcome to the Yoga Pantry with me, Natasha, back in my room. And I thought that today we would look at a little subtle yoga since it's all the rage at the moment, and it's actually a really beautiful practice to help you really tune in to those more subdued, subtle, not so obvious feelings that are going on as you move through your yoga practice. It will change the way you look at your practice. So roll out your mat, put on something comfy, and let's get to it. All right, come to a nice comfortable seat, cross-legged or easy cross-legged, or sitting onto something to raise your hips to find a little bit more comfort. And I just want you to get a sense of your sitting bones. Just rock a little bit from side to side. And as you shift that weight, notice not just your sit bones, but bring your awareness up a little bit to your waistline and notice this gentle stretch. Breathe, maybe push out through the shoulders a little bit and then come back to center. And then as you shift the weight, reach out through the shoulders and you'll feel a stretch maybe along here, or maybe you'll feel it in your back. So let's just see what is going on with the body. And if that's feeling okay and you're feeling like you want to move a little more, roll around those sitting bones, coming forward and all the way around. This is a lovely way for us to get grounded, for us to gauge how our hips and our knees are feeling, but also this movement here, especially as you get deeper into it, is a good massage for your abdominal organs. So allow your body to come through. Breathe deeply. You can close your eyes if you like. You can let your shoulders dip down. Now let your intuition guide you. I'm just gonna zip it for a moment so that you can feel into your own space. When you feel that you want to, rotate back the other way or just change as you feel necessary. Allow your neck to get involved. Just see what's going on. And maybe we'll come back to center because the neck's suddenly getting involved. Maybe we just want to start to soften little circles. Feel the energy spiraling up through the body. Just little circles to come back to center. Close your eyes and then drop your chin down towards your chest. Keep length through your back. And notice that stretch down the back of the neck. Inhale, slowly lifting the head. Feel the change through the spine. You can gaze up or you can have your eyes closed as you start to move your chin upwards towards the sky. Feel that stretch down the throat. As you exhale, dropping the chin back down again. Do a few of these just in your own time. And observing. Stretch as much or as little as you like. You can feel the stretch through the throat. You can stay there as long as you like before you breathe out and bring the chin back down. And as we go through these movements today, notice the quality of your thoughts. If you find yourself bored, that's a really good indication of what's going on with you. How much stimulus do you need? Can you find the interest? Can you find the curiosity in your body? As your chin comes down next, let's gently roll it over towards the right shoulder. Take your time and notice the side of the neck. As it comes up to that right side, you can lift a little and you might start to feel this stretch from the jaw, maybe the ear, all the way down to the collarbone. And if you want to increase it, if it feels good to do so, you can drop your ear slightly behind your shoulder. Just feel what's going on in the ear. Is there a lot of tightness there? Inhaling back to center. Ooh, drop the chin down to the chest again. And let's do the other side, gently rolling. Up to the other side. Slowly, slowly, taking your time. If it feels like you want to drop your ear back and maybe lift the throat a little more, making sure the shoulders stay down. Just explore that. Where's the tightness? What's your body telling you right now? And then let's come back to neutral. Now let's drop our ear straight down to the shoulder. And you might feel that stretch already, or you might want to extend out through your arm a little more. Just see what's going on. Try not to let your body go with you, but keep yourself centered. So we're working, even though we're just working the subtle joint movements here, we're still working our core. Because in order to sit up nice and straight, your core has to come online. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, go ahead and drop to the other side. Let those shoulders come down the back. Breathe yourself into it, feeling that lovely yumminess. Moving down your neck, noticing what's going on now. If it's too intense, ease up. And you don't have to push yourself anywhere here. We're just looking for the subtle sensations. Let's inhale back to center. Close your eyes or gaze to the floor, and we're just going to very slowly draw a circle with the tip of the nose. Just slowly. Notice how that feels at the base of the skull. Notice if it transfers down to the shoulders and the back, and you can start to make that rotation a little bigger. Now be patient. Don't rush it. Savor the moment, take the journey. You can have your favorite soothing sounds on as you do this with me today. Eventually, just allowing your own guidance to guide you. Maybe you want to go into a full big rotation. Maybe you want to stay with those small rotations. And hone your awareness into that whole neck area. What is happening? What noises is your body offering up to you? Is there a little bit of creaking, cracking, crunching? Maybe there's a little pop here and there. If you feel anywhere that's particularly tight, you can just hang there a bit. And if you feel like you want to rotate back the other way, go for it. Allow your intuition to take over. If it feels too intense, ease up and then find your way back in. So it's all about listening and tuning in to our body, our magic, miraculous body that wants only the best for us. So let's give it the best from us. If you find the mind is busy, if you're finding it hard just to hone in and focus on this moment, then bring in an affirmation of love for yourself. Say to yourself, I love you, or I appreciate you, or I adore you, or I like you if you're not quite in love with yourself yet. Finding a word that feels true. Make sure it's positive. And then put your name in it. I love you, Tash. Thank you. I'm deeply grateful for you, this beautiful body. Let's begin to finish up this last rotation, even if you're like drifting off into a blissful space. We'll move on to another part of our body. So coming back to center now, let's move to the shoulders. Breathe in, exhale down, feel the shoulder blades rolling down your back. And then let the chest come together slightly, breathe in. And exhale down and move at your own pace and allow this rotation to be as big or as little as you like. If you're feeling challenged sitting in this position, go ahead and change your position if you need to. Otherwise, embrace that challenge. We're not going to be here too much longer. Let's roll back the other way. If you want to make those sounds, go for it. Oh yeah, let's just loosen all of that up. So even just that little moment of just tuning into ourselves and just loosening up some of our joints, our body is already appreciating us so much more. So now we're going to change the cross of our legs. And bringing one hand to the ground. You can have it to a block if you need to. And we're going to reach up through the other side. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale. Deepen that stretch. Now breathe in, come up. Exhale, lengthen. Hold the breath for 1. And breathe in, come up. That might have been longer than 1. Exhale, lengthen. Hold the breath for 2. Inhale, come up. Now go at your own pace. Exhale, lengthen. You might want to creep that hand out a bit more if you've got that space. Hold the breath for 3. And inhale, come up. And you might need to draw up through the core or press through that hand. And just release. Sit. Feel. How does your right side feel in comparison to your left side? And vice versa. All right, let's explore the other side. I'll just turn this way a bit. So right hand to the ground if you did the left before, otherwise opposite. And just find, as you reach up there, just find where you want to place your hand. Breathe in and let's exhale. You can bend your elbow or just reach. You don't have to reach far. You don't have to collapse your body. Just feel your way from that opposite hip bone out to the fingers. And then inhale yourself up. Now let's do our counts. Exhale over. Hold for 1. Inhale, pulse upwards. And exhale over. Hold for 2. Inhale upwards. And if you need to hold shorter amounts, that's all good. Feel this energy through the side. And here we go. Last one. Exhale over. Keeping your sitting bones connected there. Hold for 3. And inhale up. If you can, breathe both arms upwards. And then let's just draw the energy down. So good. I have this beautiful lady that comes to my class, and when I get her to do things like this in class, she always giggles. I adore her. I can tell that she's just feeling it. It's so awesome. Okay, let's inhale. Take those hands up. Palms together. Let's just bring that through center. You can drag those thumbs down the contours of the center of your face. Just bring the energy to your heart. Just rest your hands onto your lap. Close your eyes if they're not already closed. And let's just breathe, feel, notice. And then gently open your eyes. Right, let's come onto our hands and knees. And stacking your joints. so that we've got our wrists under our shoulders, our knees under our hips, and let's just sway like an elephant going for a walk. Sway. Find softness through the body. Notice how your body wants you to move. Allow that swaying motion to spiral up your spine. Tug your toes. Slowly, there's no rush. And then come to center and let's press and round. Chin into your chest. And on your exhale, let's untuck the toes, sink down, bend the elbows. And let the hips sink back as far as they want to. And then roll up, roll up, roll up, move forward. Allow the chest to move forward, breathe in. Feel that stretch in the belly and then soften. Exhale down, elbows back. And then roll up, round through the spine. Inhale, come forward. Open your heart up. And then soften back to neutral. Start to gently round back, elbows coming down. Now you can put a blanket or something underneath those knees if you're on a hard floor like I am. And your mat's not quite as good. Open out that chest. And moving back. Let's get yourself into a little meditative flow. Roll up. And last one, coming down. And we're going to come all the way down into a child's pose and feel. When I was doing my yoga training, my teacher always stressed the importance of pausing between the poses so that we could feel this subtle energy. So just pause here, let your arms move to wherever they need to be to allow your shoulders to relax, to allow your body to soften, and just breathe. Alrighty, inhale, rise up. And we're going to move those hands forward. Tuck the toes because you might be ready for a little bit more action. So feel free to jiggle a little, wriggle a little. And tuck the toes and press yourself up into a downward facing dog. That feels delicious for you. Now allowing yourself to walk out a little, tread out, feel into your down dog. If down dog's too much, just stay on tabletop and explore there, shooting your legs out, lifting your arms, just doing what feels good here. Allow your head to relax, your neck to be soft, and maybe just gently walk your dog. And feel, notice, observe. And when it feels right, just hang in down dog or come down to tabletop or child's pose. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here, but we're going to pause between them just like we did before. So inhale, exhale, hold 1, inhale, exhale, and breathe at your own pace if you need to. Hold for 2, 1, 2, inhale, exhale, hold for 3, 1, 2, 3, inhale, exhale. How lovely does that feel? Let's make our way up to standing. Whether you want to walk towards your hands or hands towards your legs, just step up and then hang. Soften your knees. Let everything hang. Now, if you do have any blood pressure issues, eye issues, heart issues, you might not want to hang that head below the heart. Just lift it up and just hang out halfway. Head above the heart will make you feel much better. If you're comfortable hanging out, then you can grab your elbows or you can hold onto your hips or let your arms come through. Just find what feels right for you today. Breathe. Observe your breath.
Observe the sway in your body. Observe the natural energy flowing through that prana, that life force energy. If you start to get dizzy, just gently move yourself into a child's pose. If you're comfortable pressing through the feet, drawing the energy up into the belly button and drawing that energy up along the spine so that as we press through the feet and draw up the belly button, the spine rises without any effort, no strain there. So press through the feet, draw up through the belly, soften your knees, press through the feet, let yourself rise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So standing in your Tadasana mountain pose. Feet can be together, hip width apart or a smidge wider. You know what? Find what feels good for you. Soften your knees. Let your tailbone drop to the ground. Let the shoulders shrug back and drop down your back. Keep the ribs into your body. And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, close your eyes. Here's the pause between the pose. Notice. Our yoga practice doesn't have to be vigorous to be powerful. All right. Inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes. Sweep those hands up, inhaling upwards. If it feels good for you, press up and open the heart to the sky. Otherwise, just straight up is all good and keep the belly in. And then let's go ahead, bring our hands down in front of us. And feel the energy running down the back as you do that. Interlace your fingers on the way down. Turn those palms up. Breathe it up. And I want you to step your left foot over the top of your right. And left is over the top of the right. Hold on, I always forget which way we're supposed to go. Left over the top of right. Left hip out to the left side and reach up and over through that right side. Breathe, keep your belly in if you can't balance here. Now our weight is on that right foot, right? So that is holding the balance. But if you find that really hard to balance, then go ahead, just put the feet next to each other. You won't quite get the same stretch, but you'll still get a stretch. So breathe here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise. Release the feet. Take your time. We're going to take our time as we exit from all our poses here. And just let those arms open slowly out. Feel the energy moving down the arms, down the side of the body. Can you feel that warmth, that tingling? Maybe it's mixed with cold as well. Oh, feel the waist. So good. So good. All right, let's take our right foot over the top of the left. Now the left is taking the weight, so we can easily just place that right foot down. And as the hands come up, and if this is unbalanced, then just put your feet next to each other. Interlace your fingers the other way, so the other pinky is over the top. Send your hips over towards the right, reach over towards the left. That weight really is mostly on that left leg. The right can take some weight too. And hold. Breathe. Try not to twist the body out to the side, but think about a lovely long line from your ankle up your hip to your shoulders. If your shoulders have that flexibility, the arms might be slightly more forward if they don't, and that's okay. And then back to center, draw up through the core. Lots of core strength there. Release the hands, step the feet hip width apart and slowly open up. Oh, that's so good. And we're holding this energy in our hands, right? So now we're going to zip that energy out in front of us. Bring it in front. And then zip it up your chakra line. Moving slowly. Breathe that energy up. Close your eyes. Beautiful. Bring it up to your head. You can open your eyes if you want to. And then we're going to open out, gaze to the sky. Absorb the prana, maha prana. Let that come in through your third eye. Let that come into your fingers, through your hands. And then inhale and bring that energy down with you. Just feel it. Feel it in the hands. Let it come down your body. Feel that. So good. All right. Close your eyes. And open your eyes. Now we're going to shake it all out to reset. So shake. Shake out your hands, shake out your legs, shake it all over. Just do what you need to do. You know, if you have a pet, you've probably seen them go, it's because it helps them reset their nervous system, shake off things that are troubling them. So shake it out when you're feeling stressed, anxious, or anything. Just shake it off. So let's do that now. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to breathe our hands up and we're going to let all the air out as we bend and let the arms come up behind us. Once they're up there, because it's fun, we're just going to wiggle our fingers out. Inhale, come up and let it go. Beautiful. Wiggle those fingers out so whatever is trapped goes. Inhale, come up. It's like you're grabbing the stuff you don't need into a fist and then throw it behind you. Inhale, come up. Let it go. One more time. Inhale, come up. And let it go. And then roll up, press to the feet, rise up. And here we go again. Let's bring the energy down to our belly, our dantian. Feel into your body. Feel into your feet. Releasing the hands. Close your eyes. Stand. Soften your knees. Tadasana. Mountain pose. Okay. Let's come into a lunge. So we're going to step our right foot back into a nice high lunge. All the toes point forward. So in a high lunge, not a warrior one. Tailbone lengthening to the floor, belly in, and building a little strength here into our legs, into our hip flexors. The knee can be as bent or as straight as you want it. It is all good. Inhale, sweep those hands up. Press into the ball of the big toe and across to the ball of the little toe, keeping your toes nice and relaxed. Let's exhale, reach into the back heel and straighten the front leg as the arms come behind you. Allow the body to lean forward a smidge and then bend those knees, straighten the arms up above you into your high lunge. Just going to work our glutes a little. Exhale, straighten the legs, bringing the hands down, maybe leaning forward a little bit more. Bend those knees, inhale. Well, my necklace is hitting my microphone. Alrighty. So now we're going to reach forward into a pyramid pose. You can go much deeper, or you can even bring your back foot in and take your heel to the ground if that's easier. You can have your hands on blocks. Just find what feels good for you here. 5, 4, and maybe you can draw your front hip forward, back, and your back hip forward a little. Just feel into that. Notice what's going on. 3, 2, 1, we're going to bend the front knee, maybe touching the ground here. Drop your back knee and then draw back into a half split pose. We've just got a couple more poses and then we're pretty much done. Just a lovely gentle stretch and a beautiful deep connection to self here. And then exhale, bending that knee. Coming into a nice low lunge. Squeak your toes forward if the knee is going past the foot. Ta-da. And take a moment to just stretch into your hamstrings on that left side. Breathe. Tucking your back foot
and lifting the back knee. Now your knee can stay down if you need to step back to your knees in order to press up to a down dog, or just stay on your tabletop position. Otherwise, lift, downward facing dog. And in your down dog, have a feel through your body. How does it feel? Right versus left. What's going on? Breathe and hold. Notice. You can always take down child's pose or tabletop. But let's make our way back up to the top of our mat. Taking that weight off those arms. Hang again. Remember, you can always be a little higher if you need to. Otherwise, hang out. See what's going on. And if you like, take your arms behind you, clasp the hands and let them draw over. We're going to do our breathing again. Here we go. Deep breath in. Let the body lift. Exhale. Feel the body come down. We won't hold. We're just going to breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Notice the big stretch down the back of the body. Let's bring those arms down to the back, just gently using your muscles. And then let the arms just slide down your body to the ground. And then press and roll, ragdoll, press through the feet. Take your time here. 10. Draw up through the belly, no strain in the back, strengthen the legs. 4. Wait, where is our count? 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Close your eyes or just gaze to the floor. Feel. Breathe. What can you notice? Soft knees, soft hips. Gently open your eyes. We're going to go back down. Let's reach out through those hands. Breathe in. Oh, we're not going to go back down. I'm sorry. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. We're going to step our left foot back into that high lunge. So hands can come to the legs or the hips. Draw back through your right hip crease. Back knee can bend a bunch or not. And just draw your belly in. Tail to the ground. Notice how your body's doing. And bringing your hands up, inhale. Spread the energy across the front of that foot. Try not to grip your toes. Exhale, straighten out those legs as you reach your hands back. Inhale, bend the knee. Draw the belly in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, try and straighten. You can always bring that back foot in a little. You don't have to straighten the leg a whole bunch, just whatever feels right for you here. Inhale. Belly in, length through the body, and exhale. Reach into that back leg. You can rest, knee a little soft, hand on the thigh, or you can straighten it out, or you can bring the foot in a little. Just find what feels good for you here. Breathe into it. Find your way. Take those deep breaths. Oh, let's do our breath hold. Deep breath in. And exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Hold for 2. Inhale. Remember, you can always follow your own pace. Exhale. Hold for 3. Inhale, bend that front knee. Reach for the ground if you're not there. And then we're going to pull back.
into our half split pose. Drawing the toes back, feeling into the back of that leg, letting the chest come forward. Just notice what's going on with your body. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And then exhale. Release. Release into that low lunge maybe. Draw those toes forward a little bit. Feel into your hips. Notice what's going on in your hamstrings. Let's tuck our toes if they're not already tucked. Press up or step back to your knees. Down dog, tabletop, child's pose. Feel into your body. Notice how your legs feel. We're just going to do one more thing before we come down for a twist and a lovely shavasana. But have a little jiggle here. And then make your way to the top of your mat. Or just to your feet. And then press and roll up. Coming up to the top. Inhale, sweep those hands up with you. And exhale, bring that energy down over the body. A shower of rainbow light. Or whatever light that resonates with you. All right, this is a little qigong-y thing. I love it. Shake it out. Let's just rub our hands together first. And then shake it out. Shake it all off. So we're going to twist the body to the right. Take the hand over. Weight comes to that right leg. And then it's like you've got this cord or this string tied up to your knee. Pick it up. Bring the knee up with the hand. And then place it back down. Nice and gently. And then rotate to the other side. Changing your weight. And pick it up. Exhale. Ooh, my balance. I got to get my balance. We want to go nice and slow. So gaze somewhere off in the distance. And gently twist your waist and pick up. So what this does is it isn't just about balance, which of course it is, can be quite challenging. But what it's doing is it's connecting our left and right brain hemispheres and getting them to really fire up. The energy in our body crosses over from left to right. And the brain hemispheres cross over as well, like the thinking part, the action part. So as we move from side to side, it really helps enhance our cognitive functions. And also helps our central nervous system start to tune in and hone in to the sense of rest and digest rather than fight or flight. This lovely mindful movement, just bringing you into your own space. It's almost like a little dance, a little flow. Feel that movement through the waist. Notice how you have to shift your weight. You have to focus completely on what you're doing. We get this lovely mobility through the spine. We get to work out our joints. And we get that energy to cross through our body in a lovely, effective way. Just doing one more. Let's go over to the other side, last side. Whoop. And then back to center. And let's zip the energy up again through the center of the body, up through the chakras, breathing it in. Extend that out. And exhale those arms down. All right, roll those shoulders out. Let's come down for a couple more twists. Shake it all off, shake it all off. And we will have a lovely shavasana. Lying down. Oh, feels so good to lie down. And while we're here, before we move into a twist, just have a little wobble. A wobble through the hips, a little wobble all the way up the spine. Bring those knees in. Give your knees a little kiss. Mwah, mwah. And then we're just going to take a nice easy twist. Shift your hips off to one side. Bring those knees up. Drop them over. And extend your arms to wherever they want to be. Now, if you feel like you want more of a twist, that leg that's over the top can curl up and come around the lower leg or just stack with it. And drop down. You can shift the hips even more. And then deep breath in. Exhale, soften. Every breath, allowing your shoulders to soften to the ground bit by bit. Relaxing any effort in the throat and the neck. If you feel like you're still straining through the spine, lower those legs a little. Just stack them instead of curl them up. And those knees can come down to a blanket, a cushion, a bolster. They don't have to hit the floor at all. They could totally be propped up to give your back more comfort if you feel like a deep twist is too much. Notice, listen, and respect what your body is telling you. We ignore our bodies far too much until they break down. And then suddenly we're like, I don't understand why this happened. Our bodies are giving us subtle signals constantly. It's for us to pay attention and to tune in and find out where we're not loving ourselves enough. All right, let us undo, unwind, reset. Shift and shuffle. No, actually come back to center. Before we go to the other side, come back to center. Rest your hands on your hips or by your side, knees up, and I just want you to feel. Feel your spine, feel your back. Does the left side of your back feel the same as the right side? Do your hips feel the same? What's going on in your shoulders, your legs? All right, let's shuffle off to the other side. Bring those knees up and over. And if you aren't curling them up or not, just finding comfort for the body and surrender. Arms can be wherever you like. Just find what feels right for you today. Really honor your body, honor your instincts and your intuition. The more you honor them, the more you'll hone them, and the more you'll be able to trust that they are accurate and true. Let go of the tension, soften through the legs, the hips, the knees. Notice where you're trying to hold and grip. And then gently unwind. Softly bring yourself back to center. If you like, you can knock the knees in together or they can stay apart into your active restorative pose. Hands can be overhead, out by the side, or resting. One hand on heart, one on belly, or both on the hips. Just find where your body naturally leads you. Let the natural curves return to your spine. Now this might be super delicious for you, and you might want to stay here for the next 10 minutes, or straighten out those legs. They can also come on to a bolster, or you can have blocks underneath your knees. But let's go into shavasana when you're ready, or just stay where you are. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. And rest. As you rest, I'm just going to talk you through a little meditative shavasana. So just allow yourself to soften. Allow your breath to soften. Notice that breath. Notice the movement of the breath, the rise and fall of the belly. And notice, are you holding tension in your eyelids? Are you holding tension in the space between the eyebrows? Are you holding tension in your jaw? Relax all of that. Let your face soften. Notice what's happening with the side of the neck and the throat. Breathe out any tension there. Feel the weight of your head. Notice your shoulders, your shoulder blades. Are your shoulder blades flattened out underneath you? Are your arms heavy and relaxed, or is there a little bit of energy running through them? Breathe that out through the fingers and allow the weight of your arms to rest into the floor. Notice your chest and your upper back. Is there a gentle rise and fall of the breath? Or is it quite strong? Or is it absent completely from the chest and the upper back? Allow your awareness to slide down the curves of your spine. Which parts of your back connect to the mat? And which rise away? Become aware of your upper and lower abdomen. Is this where your breath sits? Is it gentle? Is it deep or is it shallow? There's no wrong or right here, it's just observation. Just really getting to know yourself. Have you started to clench your jaw again, or are you still relaxed through the whole upper portion of your body? How do your hips feel? Are your buttocks tight, or are they completely relaxed? Can you feel a softness in your thighs? Tops of the thighs, backs of the thighs? Or are they a little tight? Do your thighs connect to the floor, or do they rise off the floor a little? How about the backs of your knees? How do they feel? The tops of your knees. Allow your awareness to slide down your shins, your calf muscles. How do they feel? Are your calf muscles melting into the floor, or are they quite comfortable and a little firm? What about your ankles, your feet? Do they flop out to the sides, or do they flop in, or do they point straight up? Can you relax your lower body even more? Softening, 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 releasing, relaxing, breathing. Breathe out the tension, breathe out the tension. Allow yourself to melt into the floor. Surrender. 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 Stay here for as long as you like until you feel ready to stretch a little, wriggle a little, curl to your side, and eventually get on with the rest of your day or your night. I will leave you here relaxing deeply. Until next time, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. See you later.